This man was born with a pair of scissors hands, even struggling to hold a bean, and he always accidentally drew blood marks on his pale face. His inventor father was thinking about changing his normal hands, but he was overworked and suddenly fell down dead. The hands that were going to be changed for him also smashed to pieces. The man wanted to touch his father's face, but in the end he only left a blood stain on his face. After Dad left, he was alone guarding the old castle full of machinery, and his life was deserted, until one day, the salesgirl barged in by mistake and broke the silence. Walking up the only staircase, the saleswoman found a figure hiding in the corner, and the other party might be the owner of the castle. The saleswoman quickly introduced herself to promote products, but she soon regretted it. The man had two big scissors in his hand, and the saleswoman hurriedly apologized and said that she would leave immediately. But soon the saleswoman realized that something was wrong, because those scissors were actually men's hands. The salesgirl looked at the man's unfinished metal palm, and then looked at his ignorant eyes. Her heart suddenly softened and she decided to take him home. On the way, the man put the tip of his nose tightly on the window and looked curiously at the colorful world outside. A bicycle on the street could excite him for a long time, and he couldn't stop gesturing with his hands. As soon as he entered the shop assistant's house, the man couldn't believe his eyes, and his eyes looked like a dream in a fairy tale. The warm yellow lights and the family photos all over the wall made him feel confused. In the room arranged for him by the salesgirl, he looked in the mirror and saw himself clearly for the first time. Pale face, messy hair, and scissors hands that didn't fit in with the world. He tried to touch himself, but he got a new wound. When he touched the waterbed, he poked a hole at once, and he scrambled to block it with a doll. When I wear pants, I still wrap myself like a penguin. The salesgirl always helps him solve these troubles patiently. When eating dinner, the man's scissor hands jingled the tableware, and the salesgirl handed him a butter knife and taught him to press the bread with his knuckles. Seeing that it was difficult for him to get dressed, he was embarrassed, so he smiled and helped him sort out his collar. Encouraged by the salesgirl, the man slowly tried to integrate into life. He used scissor hands as a barbecue to sign sausages, helped his neighbors cut out hedges of various shapes, and later became a popular barber in the community. The salesgirl took him to the party and showed off his skills to his neighbors. Although some people doubted him, the salesgirl always supported him firmly. Men's scissors hands have become a unique landscape in the town. He cut out dinosaurs and family portraits for the salesgirl's backyard, trimmed the neighbors' pets into a fashionable look, and even showed off his talents on TV. The salesgirl helped him win the opportunity to open a barbershop, but unfortunately, because he had no identity record, he didn't succeed in the end. But the salesgirl never gave up. Men also repay the salesgirl's kindness in their own way, carving the salesgirl's smiling face on the ice in the middle of the night, mending the curtains for her with the blade, and creating a dreamy ice sculpture snow scene for the town. But this misunderstanding and prejudice have always been there. The man was framed, which led him to be taken away by the police and get into trouble. Although the salesgirl family tried to protect him, the suspicion of the townspeople finally forced him back to the castle. When we parted, the salesgirl looked at the man's lonely back, and her eyes were full of reluctance. Many years later, snowflakes will float in the town every Christmas. It is the yearning carved by a man with scissors hands in the castle, and it is also the warmth that the salesgirl once brought to him, which will remain in his cold scissors hands forever.